Next hand is Amanda Arden.
Yeah, thank you. This is Amanda Arden with CBS News. First question, I heard last week with the federalization of the Oregon National Guard that the 200 would be identified and then they'd have 3 to 5 days of training before they were deployed to Portland. Is that timing similar with these National Guard members from California, or will this process move faster since they're already federalized?
It could move faster. Again, no specific mission information other than they are federalized and probably have received some training. So they've been on the ground in California for several months now. So perhaps they will be in a different timeline. However, we're in the court tomorrow. Hopefully, what the court said yesterday will stay tomorrow. So we'll see what happens.
All right, next question is from John Adams.
Hi, John Adams, KGW News in Portland. For Attorney General Rayfield, just again, can kind of walk us through the timeline of what we might see when this goes before a judge tomorrow. If we do happen to see California National Guard troops maybe around the ICE facility in Portland tonight, what then happens when this goes before a judge tomorrow? If the judge rules in the state of Oregon's favor, would they then have to pull back?
Yeah, and let's walk back from starting yesterday. So at 4:30, we get the ruling that effectively puts the National Guard back under the governor's control, ruling that the president did not have the authority to federalize the National Guard. Shortly thereafter, we did get notice that the federal government was going to seek a stay of that ruling, which effectively would pause the lower court's ruling. Today, they made the formal application to do so. Within roughly a half an hour, the Oregon Department of Justice, around 2:30 today, filed a response to that saying that they are not entitled to a stay of the order. And again, this is focusing specifically on the Oregon National Guard. That is one element of this case. That we hope to have, and the federal government is asked to get a ruling by tomorrow on that motion. And the hope is that we'll have a little bit of finality on that within the next 24 hours for the governor so that she can operate as she needs to for the state. The second component of this is on the California National Guard. And again, that was yesterday evening. Governor receives notice. We receive notice. Our lawyers and staff get to work to making sure that we file a second temporary restraining order today. And that also added California to the complaint to do so because it was the California National Guard. Separate judge, not the Ninth Circuit, but Judge Emmergood, again, we're seeking to get in front of her tomorrow as well to get clarification on that. Now, just like the initial complaint that was filed, it took roughly a week to get a response. So it's going to be up to the judge, how much information, research she needs to be able to make an informed ruling before she rules on that. The hope, again, and what we've tried to operate here in Oregon with the governor and the mayor's partnership is that we wanted to be as quick as possible, in the courts as quick as possible, before people were deployed on the ground. Now, we can only move as fast as we can move. The president is trying to out hustle us in this process. And so we're trying, again, to get in front of a court to prevent this because we truly believe, all of us, that the presence of the United States military in Portland is only going to serve to inflame the situation.